What up, guys, and welcome back to the show. What I've got for you today is more games on my favorite deck. That's right, today we're playing Wizards in Historic on Ladder. Now, my last clip, I know it was a little weird hearing me as a chick, and I'm sure some dingly parts were moving for y'all, but I gotta remind you, it's just normal computer stuff. Don't take it personally. You don't need to leave the channel. Please come back. No, I'm kidding. We're doing it again. Not today, though, so don't worry. We're going to check it out later after the technology improves, maybe next year. Eventually, this technology is going to get so good that it's going to be way better than any sort of charisma I can muster up. With that said, I did try to innovate a little bit. I tried to give Necro Beltrasac a run for its money on Timeless Ladder, but that deck was not working out. Weak to strip mine, weak to show and tell, just weak to bricking on its own because it's a combo deck. You've got to worry about that and factor that into the equation. I went 2-9, so that deck did not rock. That win you saw at the very beginning, that was one of the 2 wins I got in my 11-game sprint on that deck. And I think it's the same issue I've been talking about ever since Ancient Tomb came out. Show and tell is just better. Anyways, we're not going to dwell on all that junk. Today we're running Wizards. It's my favorite deck. It's my comfort food. I had a tough run. I almost uninstalled the game. So we're trying to wash the taste of that losing streak out of our mouth. It's the worst losing streak I've ever had, for sure. It's a deck I didn't really believe in the first place, so I don't feel too bad about, but I needed a win. I needed Wizards to give me something. And if I know anything about Wizards, they're biased as hell. So I played Wizards. That's right. Today we played Izzet Wizards in Historic, my favorite deck in my favorite format. We did really well with this deck, we did really well with the sprint, and I'm excited to show you guys the games. We went 9-3, that's a 75% win rate. We climbed a whole ladder, we're at Diamond 1 now, and we got the best effing match of our lives, and we're gonna show that first. But then we're gonna show all the watchable clips in order after that. So hold on to your panties. If you like watching tips for free and you like watching Wizards in Historic, this is the place for you. Let's check it out. Right into the battles, we've got Soulscar Mage times 3. This is awkward, right? We get some dudes, we got 1 spell to work with. Let's find out. Opponent is on Eldrazi. They go first. They find Utopia Sprawl. The ramp is on. Okay. Yeah, so I guess turn 2, double drop the mages. But he's already ramping out of control. 4 mana. That means he's got a K command in hand for sure. So we can squeeze extra damage by attacking now. He's not going to burn the K command on that. So now we bring out the Soulscar Mage. 3 dudes. One thing I've noticed about K Command and Eldrazi is they always have it. They always have 1 to 3 copies of it. So, you know, if you're playing against Eldrazi, just remember, for some reason, they always get extra K commands. It's just science. So the Thought-Knot Seer comes in, steals a card, so now we can't even blast him with Flame of Anor. But we don't get the land anyways. I'm thinking, how am I going to deal with a 4/4 when I've got no flyers? And my thought is, I'll get some extra damage in. We'll Reckless Charge out. And if he does block, he sees the Wizard's Lightning. No blocks. He does not care about his health total whatsoever. We're on 2 land. We've got 2 cards in hand after this. Yeah, we can't kill the Thought-Knot Seer. That Thought-Knot Seer would draw us a crucial card, and we might hit a land drop. So, I guess we're just bringing it face. For future reference, probably blocking, at least with one of your 0/1s, makes a little bit of sense here, right? Because now you're down to 7. And then disaster. Karn. Karn comes down. What has he got? Typically, yeah, liquid metal coating. He sees we're having trouble with land. Goes down to 5. Goes down to 5. Why would he take damage? Well, he's got some chump blockers, and he's going to take down our land here. So our only play is to Twinferno and hope we get a land. It's got to be like a 30% chance to hit a land. So we're playing to our outs. Double casting Sellsword. That'll do it. There's the land. We top deck it. Easy game. So cool. Right into the next battle. This is the first one, so we're warming up now. We've got Soul Scar Mage plus Soul Scar Mage and Consider next turn. Mentor's Guidance is tempting, though. Okay, well, not anymore. Soul Scar Mage for sure, and then we're thinking about Charge or Consider. And it's gotta be Consider, because we need better cards. Another draw, okay. So this is a little bit risky. If he blows up another one of our dudes, Mentor's Guidance kind of becomes worthless. But he doesn't. We get lucky. Started off right with Mentor's Guidance. And we get a Swift Spear's Teaching. That's really good. Double Swift Spear. Start stacking Prowess. Hitting all the lands. No dudes whatsoever. Does he flip Delver? Nope. No Delver flip. Nice. Alright, so the Sage comes out. That's big. And he Reckless charges the Sage. Interesting. So, looking at Mentor's Guidance, we go for a dude, and then we have 2 mana. I guess we just pump damage. Oh, Illuminating Lash, that's perfect. So he's at a pretty high health total here. And we're not exactly super comfortable. So we've got to blow up the Sage, because that's just too much value. And then he's got some blockers, 10 damage for 2 Delvers. Oh, 11 damage, I mean. So that's 6 damage from the Delvers. He just needs to find 5 from hand. And he flips both Delvers. Down to 5. And he didn't find a land, just a 1/3 blocker. Well, now we've got lethal 100 different ways. Double prowess. We're going to be able to recur the... Yeah, I guess we just... Yeah, we take out the blocker. Disgusting. Oh. Oh, baby. Nice. First win. Into the next game, we've got 2 land, 2 1-drops against Naya Val combo. So with this deck, we don't care too much about the mana he gets. We just need to kill all of his combo pieces. That's Innkeeper, even the Mother of Runes is annoying, Val, and Trellasessa. So we've got haste. We can start pumping some damage. We've got 1 burn spell. We'll get the Mother of Runes next turn. For some reason, my memory says that you can't target Mother of Runes with herself. I thought that's interesting. So, like, can I blow her up right now? I thought it just says target creature you control gains protection of the color of your choice. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Lurrus comes out. He's got Mother of Runes again. Or Val. Sure. So Lurrus and Val. We've got a lot of cards to kill. Holy crap. So we've got Illuminating Lash and Flame of Anor. But we don't have the mana for both this turn. We could consider here and go for another burn spell. That would be pretty good. Yeah, I don't think there's any rush. There's not a lot of reason to play Soulscar Mage here. I guess I decide to pump some damage and put him in a tough spot. If he doesn't block, 6 health, we basically got him next turn, right? He needs some way to gain life and Trellasessa. Or some way to surveil. Alright, so now we've got Wizard's Lightning here. And Flame of Anor. So I guess we blow up Mother of Runes. Target creature you control gains protection. And then if she tries to protect Val in response, we can Flame of Anor and kill Val. We decide against it for some reason. So I guess we will just do it on the second, on his turn. There's no real rush to doing it now. We just have to make sure he doesn't combo out. 2 cards in hand, there's no way. One of them's Trelessa. We make the play, we blow up the dude. Yeah, this deck is perfectly positioned to beat Naya Val combo. It's just the way it works. He needs dudes, we like to shoot dudes. It's our thing. Right into the next battle, we've got 2 land, 3 1-drops, and a Dread Horde. I like it. Symmetry Sage probably here. His deck is pretty fast. We don't have any interaction with the graveyard. This is the deck I went 26-0 with. I've got a video up on it. It's the best deck there is if they don't have graveyard hate or like exile interaction. So they've got the Jet Storm out. They're looking hungry. They've got the Gix in the graveyard. All we can do is pump damage, but I don't know how fast we can go. No burn spells, that hurts. He's got Chthonian Nightmare, Marionette's Apprentice, he's got Gix, he's got Stitches. He's basically got the nuts. He's got infinite energy, infinite mana, and yeah, this is how the deck works. This is one of the many combos. So he just has to perform that action 20 times, and I lose the game. But realistically, he could go even faster. So into the next battle, we've got 1 land. But with the Swift Spear's teaching, we can find that next land pretty easily. There it is. On cue. Okay, so we've got haste. We're going to consider here, bring our guy to be a 4/4, draw a card, let opponent draw a card as well, sure, and we find the next land, and just like that, all of our problems are solved, not even worried about it a little bit. Voice of the Blessed. That thing can grow real fast. I've got 1 kill card, but it's time to use it. We're going to draw more kill cards. We've got Reckless Charge and Sellsword and Wizard's Lightning. So yeah, we've got lethal, whatever we draw. We get the Slick Shot, we're at 4 mana. I guess we go Slick Shot, Reckless Charge. I mean, we're just Reckless Charge, Lightning Bolt, Sellsword's plenty.
Hey Brad, just got back from the doctor's office. All the tests came back negative, so I don't know what Brad got.
Don't even need to attack. Sick. Right into the next battle, we've got 4 land. We're on the draw. Typically I would Swift Spear's Teaching here, but I figure next turn we can attack with a bunch of dudes. But Griffin's got a Mice Lord. So if I Swift Spear again, he can't block. I'm thinking, let's grab a little bit of damage. Maybe we can get a flyer at some point. Alright, Nether Mouse Lord comes out. There's the flyer, double prowess. So he's kind of already got the nuts, right? Completely blocking out the ground. My thought is, yeah, we could plot this thing. We could consider here and, go off next turn in a really crazy way. And maybe that's the safe play, but I'm never a safe guy, right? He has Sheltered by Ghost in his deck. I figure he's got the nuts on the ground. There's no way he's also got the Sheltered by Ghost. And he's got the 3rd Mouse Lord. The ground is stopped. We're on a crazy clock right now. Not at all where we want to be. But we've got lethal in the air. However, he doesn't need Sheltered. He just needs some case that blows up my dude anyways. So, yeah, plotting that Slick Shot makes a little bit more sense now that we're looking at it. It would have basically 4x prowess. We could cast at least 2 spells here. And we're drawing into another spell. It would have been lethal in the air for sure. Just a big misplay. Mentor's Guidance here. We don't even know what we're looking for. He's got lethal. We need Symmetry Sage. But we used up all of our prowess. What do we play here? Sage. Reckless Charge. Double block. Oh, we don't have both. So I think if we just play Sage here, that would be way better. He's got 4 damage, he can block. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to at least shrink these lords, trade in my Soul Scar Mage that can basically do nothing. Only thing is now, we don't have a Symmetry Sage out there, and we don't have Reckless Charge to haste her in. He's only at 11 health. He's got no instant speed removal. We just needed to survive one more turn, and we probably could have pumped that damage. So, a couple of mistakes here. He's got too much on the ground. We don't have enough in the air. It's over. Well, I mean, we've got Sage, Reckless Charge, Illuminating Lash. It's what, 3, 6, 9 damage. We need Reckless Charge. Well, and we don't hit anything. We can't luck our way out of that one. Played bad, lost bad. That's the way it goes. Into the next battle. We've got Symmetry Sage, Swift Spear's Teaching, Dreadhorde. I like this. We have no blue sources. Okay. So it's a Swift Spear into Dreadhorde kind of game. Really need a blue... Oh, no! Gaff Digger's Cage. It's some weird artifact deck, and they're running Gaff Digger's main deck. What? And we don't have blue mana. Well, Dreadhorde is basically a piece of shit right now. So, we're thinking about getting Slick Shot out there. It's a 2 mana card. Currently, he's only at 2 mana, so Cosmic Command doesn't quite hit it. artifacts have a... Okay, so it is an Eldrazi deck. Yeah, they just have K-Command then. And they don't have the mana for it right now. Thopter Orb. What a weird deck. A lot of the combos in Historic are creature-based. And a lot of powerful creatures have enter the field abilities, so it makes a little bit of sense, but still kind of tough. Kind of a weird deck. He didn't get any decent ramp either. Now we've got to assume he's got like K-Command or something. It's just too strong of a card to run if you're not run if you're running Eldrazi, no matter how weird your deck is. Yeah, Slick Shot's gone. Yep, we knew that was coming. The triple prowess Slick Shot. Alright, so Soul Scar Mage, Symmetry Sage. And I think saving the Cell Sword play until next turn makes way more sense here. We're pretty limited on cards. I think the way that I was thinking about it was I've got 3 mana. If I draw a land, which is a pretty good chance, my best play will be to play Symmetry Sage and then Wellspring, right? Bring Wellspring to hand. 5 mana card, I'm looking at 4 mana in hand. And so that's where my mind was at. Yeah, we can't... Yeah, the Cage takes care of our Dreadhorde. It's just a 1/3 trample garbage card. And then if I draw a 2-drop, I've got Symmetry Sage plus the 2-drop. I'm just trying to optimize and like continue pushing damage. However, we forgot we're playing versus Eldrazi. That means he's got at least 2 K-Commands. He takes out our Symmetry Sage, and now we're in a much tougher spot. I've only got 1 blue mana because I'm in a really awkward spot. Having that extra Symmetry Sage right now would be really, really nice. Pumping a little bit of damage here. We're just going to kill some of his dudes. We're really hoping to draw like a red spell next turn. That way we can Symmetry Sage, play the red spell. Yeah, 3rd K-Command. That makes a lot of sense. He blocks everything. Kills the guy with prowess. So he goes Fleshraker into Linebacker. He makes a pretty decent board here. It's a 6/3 with haste, and he's got blockers on the ground. But he's pretty far away from lethal here. The play is certainly Symmetry Sage here. And then, you know, hope he doesn't draw a 4th Kozilek command. And then next turn, we just have 6 damage in the air. So, we could keep it back as a blocker, but he's got 14 damage to get through, so we're not super worried about that. And since we're a red deck, he can't in good conscience block with his Fleshraker, since that's such an important card. So, just a little minor thing I did there. I'm not even sure it's worth it. Linebacker comes in for 5. No big deal. We've got lethal in hand, unless he's got 4th K-Command. Nope, just double Gaff Diggers. Close one. Pretty sloppy play. But we pull it out of the fire. Now we're drawing cards. Makes us pick. And then it says, nope, can't do it. classic. Holy crap, back down to Diamond Tier 2. 1 tick. Alright, into the next battle, we've got Soulscar Mage on 1. 2, we're looking at Mentor's Guidance. We're going to save that Slick Shot until the end game. Well, it's Forest. 2 Reckless Charges. Kinda tempting to put that sucker on plot. Yeah, we'll plot that up. Plain Forest. We'll see what he's got. Double Forest. And a Ronus. Okay. So we're at 3. If we slam the show off, I think we start off with Mentor's Guidance first. We don't really have lethal. We sort of want Reckless Charge for later anyways. Sage is good. Sage is super good. Okay. Illuminating Lash. That's super good too. Okay. Yeah, now we just push. So we could buff up the Slick Shot, but I'm feeling the Soulscar Mage. Because if he blocks with the Ronus, that's just going to put him even further behind. We kind of prefer that. This gives us the best of both worlds. If he blocks, the Ronus dies. If he doesn't block, he takes a pile of damage. He doesn't know this, but he's super dead next turn. Look at all the damage we have. Even through the block. Super dead. Warrior. Green Stompy. It's crazy to see Green Stompy in Historic. Okay, so our first play is Sage, because we get 2 buff ups from it. And he doesn't want to see it. Okay. Easy game. Into the next one, we've got Soulscar Mage, Swift Spear's Teaching, Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, let's get double Prowess and Haste on our Soulscar Mage. Ooh, we could plot the Slick Shot here. That's tempting. Nah, we'll just push. We'll push damage. The Slick Shot's always tempting, especially when you have the Sellsword in hand. But he's got instant speed removal, so we're gonna get our small dude out there. He'll kill the small dude. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we just go Slick Shot and Wizard's Lightning his dude. I like that. If you're running Mobilize, you don't have much room for removal. Like maybe a Sheltered by Ghost. But if you don't have a dude, it's a lot harder to use Sheltered by Ghost. So there's the dude. Does he have the shelter? Nope. Nope, just dudes. Just normal ass dudes. Might as well Illuminating Lash here. But we get fancy. Into the next battle, we've got Swift Spear's Teaching, No Dudes, Twinferno. We'll draw the dudes. Totally fine. Super Dude, Symmetry Sage. That card is ridiculous. So, might as well just consider. When you're not pushing lethal, no reason to go through some burn cards or anything like that, so Consider is always just a really good pick to play early. Basically makes him into a free 4/4. Also, we didn't have any other 1-drops, so... Third turn, we've got Flame of Anor if he doesn't kill our dude. Okay, so he's on the same thing we're on. This dude probably watches the channel. Look at that. A true wizard's battle. But I went first, so it's basically a free win. Ooh. This is really tough. We don't have a wizard, so Flame of Anor isn't as good. Illuminating Lash, however, still a good card. If it turns out we have to Flame of Anor vanilla next turn, you know, that's the way it is. We really want Symmetry Sage off the top, though. Really bad. Dreadhorde is getting crazy value. Look at this. Look at that. Imagine if he had Mentor's Guidance there. How crazy that would be. The Sage! The Sage! My hero. My light in the dark. My life-saving beer. I appreciate you. So now we draw all of the cards. In the mirror match, Flame of Anor becomes the best card for sure. So he's got haste, double prowess on that guy. But we've got 5 mana. We're looking at Slick Shot, Double Strike. If he taps out, we're going hard. Yes! And he goes face with it. He goes face, gets us down to... Oh, he has a land. He has a land. Flood Maw. Oh my god. Perfect. I gotta make sure I don't tap for damage, though. I gotta really make sure. I can tap 1 for damage. So I think... How many damaged ones do we have? We just have 2. So this one uses 1 of our pain lands, so now we're 100% safe. We just charge, double strike, or double Wizard's Lightning. Nice. I'm gonna use the fun card. Getting close. Into the next battle, we've got double Sage, double Teachings. Damn. It's a rough keep, and we're mulliganing. Honestly, it's not that rough. No, he's Naya Val combo. We need burn so bad. So we get the Sage out. We're going to start pumping some damage. The Soul. So he's got double combo pieces. We're going to have to kill both of them. Or just save our burn for Val, Trella, Sessa. Either way. I sort of did this out of order. If I want to attack and use Swift Spear and everything like that. Not the end of the world. I kind of pivot at the last second there. Okay, so we've got Lash. That's big. So we're going to blow up the God of Souls just because he's got to have both Trolessa and Val if he wants to win. Otherwise, I've got Lightning, and I can start taking out his dudes next turn. It looks like he doesn't have anything, so maybe Slick Shot. Oh, we only have 1 red mana, though. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. This will draw us a card though, so maybe we get another red land. Then we can play like Slick Shot or something. Well, we could plot the Slick Shot. It's not the worst play either. We Swift Spear's Teaching so that we can keep the Wizard's Lightning in our back pocket. And now we've got Wizard's Lightning in Sage. Yeah, might as well, right? So I see lethal here. Realistically, it's lethal if I go face as well with the Wizard's Lightning. So maybe I do that instead. But he brings in a 1-drop, gets a life back, and at instant speed he gives protection to his Birds of Paradise. Interesting. Yeah, that means he gets another blocker for next turn. But he needs now 2 combo pieces to win the game. Super easy. This deck, I don't think I've ever lost to the Val combo. He has the first... What is that? As long as this card is on the top... As long as your card is out, the top card of your library can be played. So he's playing stuff from the top of his library. He finds a Trelessa, and we find Slick Shot and Swift Spears. So that's going to be game. Nice. Alright guys, well that was the battles. I absolutely love Wizards in Historic. I'm sorry if it's not exactly your jam, if it's not your format. I don't know if I found an edge on the meta. I don't know if this deck is just tuned perfectly to beat the meta, but I'm having so much fun in Historic right now. Eventually I'll come back to Combo, I'm sure, but honestly, who knows what I'm going to be enjoying playing in the future. When I was in college, I played Control. That's right, your boy Tips for Free used to play Control. I used to be a loser too, but if you want to be like me, if you want to burn faces, play Wizards in Historic. Thanks for watching.